eNtitY versus PalaDiN. Both Master League players again. The largest number of games that we've cast today have been Diamond and Master League.
And both of these players putting up incredible fights throughout this tournament. In the bottom right, we have our teal Protoss making his way all the way through the winner's bracket to find himself here. It is eNtitY.
In the top, we have our red Protoss. Worked his way through several games himself, coming up through the loser's bracket. His name is PalaDiN. I'm going to take a moment to organize our colors here, as it seems our players have switched them around. Our blue is going to be teal, actually. So, PvP again. We haven't had a PvP since this morning. We had a couple in a row. Both players putting down their pylons at the same time.
If you happen to miss those games, there was a very entertaining one that you should check out on video on demand when they go up, where both players decided to go DT without any observers.
At exactly the same time.
So that ended up being quite hilarious. And we encourage you to check that out.
Looks like Gateway's going down for both of our players. No gas yet. Again, this is a best-of-5 series. PalaDiN just coming off a win over Mechtastic. Pretty decisive victory. These probes going to come in within vision range of each other, so that will probably secure the fact that they know where they're going. The roadmap has been established. Their iPhones have been updated with Google Maps.
Yes, they are not operating off of iMaps and going to the far side of the map. The map.
Double gas before Cybercore for PalaDiN. eNtitY deciding not to put down his gas yet. PalaDiN possibly going for either a Stargate or an early Mothership core with a fast gate or fast warp gate. PalaDiN still scouting around eNtity's base. eNtity seems to be perfectly happy with him checking everything out. Same as holds true for PalaDiN with eNtity's probe just hanging around. Double gas is down for PalaDiN. He's putting 2 workers in each. He's done this frequently. Another gateway going down. The 2 probes in each does seem to work well for a 3-gate Mothership core warp gate push, as you need a little bit more gas to get that Mothership core. Chrono boosting out a Stalker is PalaDiN. Both PalaDiN and eNtity Stalkers are equally timed. Zealot already out for eNtity. More gateways coming up for PalaDiN. It's like up to 3 now. Sorry, take that back. 2 gateways and a Twilight Council.
eNtity putting down a forward pylon.
PalaDiN putting down a forward pylon.
Nope, you have your stuff backwards.
eNtity. What? Wait while I fix that.
Warp gate is nearing completion. Stalkers continue to get made. It looks like we're going to be seeing a similar push that we've been seeing eNtity do in a number of games, where he just gets a swell of Stalkers and charges at the front.
Yet another gateway going down. Looks like it's...
Oh, I'm sorry. He does have a Dark Shrine going down.
Dark Shrine. eNtity does like this play. It's different from some of the standard things. The 3rd gateway will finish just before that Dark Shrine finishes. Warp gate being already done. Mothership core stands at the ready with that observer. We saw in a previous game that it was actually that game where both players went Dark Templar. PalaDiN tried to force field his ramp, but missed one of the Dark Templar as it was coming up, so one squeaked through. I believe that was eNtity versus PalaDiN, wasn't it?
I'm not sure now. PalaDiN opts for Blink.
Dark Shrine is now completed. We expect to see a warp in of 2 DTs being rallied right into the base of PalaDiN. A few stalkers there to reinforce. Yet another probe coming up, probably going to put another pylon up near the natural of PalaDiN. Towards the back there. PalaDiN does have a significant force here. He does get a force field off, but one DT does squeak by once again. He's going to come up and do some pretty significant damage to these probes. He does have a good reaction time though, but moves them out right through the Dark Templar, so he gets at least 3 extra kills. Another Dark Templar at the ramp, well planned for eNtitY as the probes park there, and he takes him 3 or 4 kills worth of probes to realize that they're sitting right next to a Dark Templar.
And it looks like PalaDiN is just planning on moving everything down, going for the all-in, try and kill him, desperation move. PalaDiN clearly frustrated about the placement of that force field.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the second time that's happened to him, so one, I could understand how he would be frustrated. Base still going down for eNtitY expansion. PalaDiN blinks in aggressively to try and take down these pylons, but there is going to be the issue that he has no detection, and there are DTs being warped in by eNtitY to try and stifle it. He does have quite a significant Artosis pylon on those gateways, so those will be unpowered now. So 1 Dark Templar will be the maximum eNtitY will have until these pylons come up, if PalaDiN allows them. It looks like he's just going to try and do probe damage. Getting a nice surround with those probes and the Dark Templar. Now all the other Dark Templar have come back to help. eNtitY is going to easily clean this up, and PalaDiN is going to have to GG here pretty quick.
And there it is. eNtitY goes up in the first game.
Interesting play, rough for PalaDiN, given that that's the second time it's happened to him. It is hard to see those DTs on the map, as they're just little waves of distortion of the ground. But that he really would have been able to block that, but that force field that time, it wasn't poorly timed, it was just off by about 1 hex, so that there was a space on the left side.
Yep, and unfortunately that's all it takes. That's all it takes to let those in.
Indeed. So we're going to jump into game 2 here pretty quick.